Difficult clients and how to deal with them. Let's talk a little bit about this. Hello YouTubers, my name is Attila Mate from Blue Sky Photography, and today I'd like to talk to you about difficult clients and how to deal with them. Now, if you are a photographer who deal with people, I mean portrait or wedding or event photographer, then obviously you will deal with people and you will get difficult clients. You might be the lucky person who didn't get it until now, but at the end of the day, unfortunately I have to tell you that you will get difficult clients. So, what I like to do today, I would like to give you a few tips how to deal with difficult clients and what to do and how to react in some situations. These are my opinion and these are my tips. These are my way, let's say, to deal with difficult clients, and I would like to share with you. So, handling people can be very difficult, I have to tell you. Sometimes you can get some difficult one, and if it happens, you just refuse, or if you don't refuse, then you will regret it. So what I do usually when I go and I meet my client first time, I will evaluate him or her, or both of them. And if I see that one of them or maybe both of them, they are kind of difficult clients, you can see after a few sentences, 5 minutes discussion, and you can realize, then better to refuse the job immediately, because otherwise you will regret it. I have to tell you. And unfortunately, I have to tell you from my own bad experience that you will regret it. So sometimes these people, they are as hell. I just don't want to say the word. So, okay, they have some questions like, can I have all my photos, like everything in focus, that you can see everything in the picture. And then when you do it like that, then they will say, oh, I'm so sorry, could you Photoshop back, like something like that. Guys, I have to tell you something. Never accept extra work in Photoshop. No, never. I don't do that. I edit all my photos in the X-Optics Pro RAW converter, and after that a little bit, I touch a little bit in Zoner Photo Studio. That's it. That's something like Lightroom, nothing else. Nothing. I do not Photoshop my pictures, no. And warn them in advance about this. Warn them in advance when you first meet them. Warn them in advance. Look, I don't accept any extra work in Photoshop. They can tell you some questions like they ask me this question sometimes. Can you make me slimmer in Photoshop? No, I can't. I mean, I can try to pose you in a certain way that you look a little bit different, but that doesn't mean that from this you will become this. That's not possible. You don't accept that. Just don't accept it. Now the example, my last client. Could you retouch the background of these photos, because there were some I don't know, diapers or whatever they were in the background. And I said, no problem, 50 euro per photo. And she was like, yeah. I mean, just make it clear, guys, from the beginning, make it clear that you are not his or her cleaner. If I go somewhere, in a wedding or whatever, in a portrait photo shoot or whatever, if I go and I see that the room is a whole mess, I will tell them, you have 10 minutes to clean the room. Otherwise, you will have all this mess in your picture. Oh yeah, you can just take it out in Photoshop. No, I won't. If you want me to take it out, no problem, 50 euro per photo. They will think about it, I tell you. So just don't accept from the beginning, make it clear to your customer that you don't accept these kind of things and you are not his or her cleaner. because they will try. I tell you, they will try. They will come with these kind of questions. I would like this photo from this angle, not from that angle, and from this. If they employ you, if they hire you, yeah, it means that they had a look on your portfolio, and it means that they like your photos. If they like your photos, then they should let you decide which angle and how you do your pictures. Don't let them to do something like that, because you will regret it afterward, I tell you. In the wedding or first communion or some this kind of let's say more important things, you should ask all the time for a list of wanted photographs. What I do always, I ask for, give me a list with the photographs you want necessarily. I mean, you want with Uncle John, you want with Aunt Annie, you want with mother, with father, with grandmother, grandma, grandfather, whoever. Because you as a photographer, you don't know who is who. And again, I all the time what I do, I will tell to the bride and the groom, look, you have to name a person. When we do the photo shoots and when we do with the family, just when we all get together and get the pictures, then you have to get somebody who knows everybody. And that guy will be responsible to get for me Uncle John and to get for me Aunt Annie and to get for me I don't know who, because I don't know who is who. And obviously you will not know who is who. So if you don't have somebody, the bride and the groom will be occupied, and who else will just, it will be a big mess, I tell you. So just organize from the beginning like that. You tell them, just give me a list with the wanted photographs, yeah? You give the same list to that person who is responsible for getting Uncle John and Aunt Annie for you, and then you can work with that fellow. Okay, this is done, you get the next one. This is done, you get the next one. And this is only when you are doing the formal portraits, because when you are, other than that, it's not really, when you shoot like a photojournalistic type, that's not the case. But when you do the formal portraits, this is necessary. So always clarify in advance what do you do and what you don't do. That is very important, because if you don't clarify at the beginning, they will say after that, well, I thought that you will do this. I thought that you will do that. No. And that's why you need also the list with the wanted photographs, because after, when everything is ready, they will say, where is the picture with my table with all the food and where is that? And you say, you didn't told me to do that. Well, that's only told me. And I told you, you told me, that's not going to work, I tell you. So you better off just ask for a list with the wanted photographs, and then you can just take the list and stick it in their face and say, is it in this list? No, I'm sorry. So, and again, if you do something, a wedding, or you do something, a first communion or something, just have a contract. Guys, it's not so difficult, just have a contract and sign a contract with them. And the best idea is to hire an attorney, a solicitor, to make a contract for you according to the country's law where you live in. This is what I did. I hired a solicitor, and he did for me a contract. He did a general contract, and then I know that if I have a portrait photo shoot, I sign this. If I have a wedding photo shoot, I just take off a few pages, put back a few pages. But roughly, it's a general photography contract, and the solicitor can make in such a way to favorize you in some situations, because I tell you guys, it can be some situation when things can go very, very, very nasty, and people are capable for something incredible, I tell you. So I just want to say for you some very bad experience. Unfortunately, I had some bad experience in the past, and because I wanted to be good, but we will get to there as well. So hire an attorney, a solicitor, to make a contract for you and sign a contract with the couple. The first day when you meet with them, sign a contract, take a deposit, and that's it. And then you are covered. Now, again, this is very, very important, guys. Never give out raw files or unedited files to your clients. Never. They will tell you, can we save a few €100 and you just make the photos, give me the raw files and then we will edit them. No. Never do that. Never ever do that. I don't know if you heard, but not too long ago, it was just 2 years ago, when a photographer in United States, he got in a big trouble because of this, and he got in a big trouble with somebody who he knew from child's age. I mean, he knew the bride since they were children. They grew up, let's say, together. And he got in big trouble because he gave the raw files to the customer. And they sue him, and it was a court case, and oh man, it's just a big mess. So never ever give a raw file or an unedited file. Never. Just don't. If they don't want otherwise, just give up the job. But never accept something like that. Again, in the event, that can be wedding or first communion or whatever. In any event, there are many people, many idiots, I call them idiots because they are idiots. What they will do, they see you, the photographer, doing your job, taking the pictures, and what they will do, they will step in the front of you with their iPhone and they make the pictures. It happened with me. Now, what I suggest you to do in this kind of situation, take the picture, however it is, with that guy in the front of you. Take the picture. And then after, when he turns around, take a picture about him. And when your clients will say, where's that picture when in the church, the bride kissed the groom, and where is that? And then you will stick the picture to them and say them, look, there's this guy, you can complain to that guy. Because if you don't do that, they will hold you responsible of why you didn't do the picture. But if you have the proof that that guy stepped in the front of you and you just couldn't do the picture, then they will argue with the other fella. But I tell you something, people will do that, and they are idiots, like I said. But this is what they don't care about you. They just care about they getting the perfect shot with their iPhone to post on Facebook, That's nonsense. They don't care that you are doing your job and you are paid to do that job. They don't care about that. Anyway, just do the pictures and show to them. Because if not, you can get in serious troubles, I tell you. Unfortunately, I got in trouble, I wasn't in a trouble, like serious trouble, like going to court or something, but I had a misunderstanding with one of my clients, and it was because I wanted to be good. And I tell you something, I promised to them, it was a portrait photo shoot, and I promised to them that I will give you 20 pictures, 20 high resolution JPEG pictures, edited pictures. And I wanted to be good, and I said, look, I give you 40 pictures, you choose 20. And then when you choose 20, then I will finalize that 20 and I will give it to you. But I just wanted to give them the freedom to choose from 40. Wrong idea. No. I learned my lessons. Because what they did, they made me to edit 3-4 times the same photos. Oh, we would like this in black and white, and we would like this in color. Oh, this is not good, do you see in the background, would you edit that out? Oh, no, it's not good, just make it back in color, it's actually better in color than in black and white. Never do that. Never ever do that. I tell you something, if they saw your portfolio, then they must trust you that you can decide which one is better for them. Never give them the chance to choose. You will regret it. You will regret it big time, I tell you. And unfortunately, I had this situation, at the end of the day it wasn't a big deal, but it was a bad experience. and I had to, instead of finishing the job in a few days, you know, just edit the pictures, give it to them, that's it. This was going on for 2 weeks, you know. I mean, like, I sent the pictures, oh, this only this 3-4, you can make it like this, like that. No, job done, pictures edited, send it to them, finito, that's it. That's the way to do it. Now, these are my opinion, and these are my experience. I might be wrong. If I'm wrong, if do you think I'm wrong, please leave a comment down below, and you share with us how you deal with the difficult customers. I think that at the end of the day, you will meet difficult customers, because you cannot you cannot avoid them, you know, until the infinite. So at the end of the day, you will meet, and it is important how to deal with them, you know. So that's why I did try to give you a few tips about this. So I hope this video was helpful to you guys. If you have some extra to add to this video, or you think that I do something wrong, please leave a comment down below, and I will appreciate it, you know, your comment, and let's help others, you know, to learn from our experience. So I wish you a nice day, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.